Is to come. I think we'll get closer and closer. But at the end of the day, we can't manipulate the independent variable, which is the sun. So we can't 100% ever know really what the hell's going on. And some people struggle with that explanation, I think.
It's similar to like the whole black hole idea, like in the globe paradigm, that you'll have to be inside the singularity to see how it works and what it is. You have to be outside the box, so to speak.
Inside the computer.
Yeah.
But
Well, yeah,
yeah,
and like
like,
on that
sorry.
topic, there's sort of this. Well, just real quick, I was just going to say how there seems to be kind of a potential kind of a shift in the kind of landscape of the discussions because, uh, in terms of just in general, like putting all the pieces together, like people that have been sold the globe model have been sold a package that has already been pre-engineered in a lot of ways and then pushed with a lot of propaganda and the occultism behind it and the kind of way that they use it for mind control in occult fashion. So, in my viewpoint, but nonetheless, that's already been packaged and kind of sold to people. So then there's this kind of bolstering of that viewpoint. And from the perspective that that position is false, that it is actually not the truth, then something has been occulted. What has been occulted? The truth. The truth has been occulted by the non truth and by the replacement of that with the non truth. So when that's the case, folks that, you know, in my viewpoint, have the non truth glow perspective may want, for whatever reason, folks to get back into that. So their drive is like, get you back into this globe thing for whatever reason. And then there's this whole other group of people that actually want to discover what is the case. Because if it's been occulted, if the truth has been occulted, then we need to like unoccult it. Meaning we need to like rediscover, re-put all the, re-put things back together and put things in their right place. If there's no curvature, there's no curvature. If there's no motion, there's no motion. If there's 24-hour suns, there's 24-hour suns. Whatever it may be, putting that together into a larger understanding. So there's kind of these the hecklers, detractors, the ones trying to kind of do that, and then there's folks wanting to actually move forward. So that's why, yeah, like the level of like kind of straw man's, misrepresentations, and kind of this ridicule based thing where it's like, oh, you don't have an explanation that I think is as good as what this other one is, therefore, we're just going to try to tear you down. So yeah, it seems like there's kind of like I don't know if it's a split or a fracture, but it's just sort of like the agendas of those perspectives are, the one of wanting to explore, learn more, figure it out, and the other one wanting to kind of just, you know, knock you back into the globe thing or whatever. So, and that may come even more kind of in the future, just these kind of tactics that are being used related to that.
You mean perspective?
Yeah, that's one of them. They've been rolling that one for a couple years. That's an older one. That's from a few years ago. Oldie but goodie. Or not really goodie. It's actually just word salad. It's actually word salad. Flirtspective. That is actual real life word salad. It's not even a word.
It's just, yeah, it's just
Pe-
crazy. It's
People
like,
always use people always use word salad when it's not word salad, but that actually is word salad. Flirtspective. It's not even a word. Sorry, go ahead.
and yeah, and it's just like, explaining train tracks or something. Like, like it's so, it's like they're converging, but they're not really converging, and then they'll just say perspective to that or so. It's just like it just becomes childish. Like something we can obviously see the train tracks are converging, but oh man. I just don't know how, like, because I'm a very honest person, and I don't know, like for someone to like lie to themselves or I don't know. It's just I'm interested like this in the psychology behind that. Like, Like something that is just so goddamn observable and easy to understand is just like denying outright that, train tracks converging.
Yeah, that's why, like, when they got me, I was like, what? How can a straight line be curved at the same time? It doesn't make sense. It's either one or the other.
I don't. We disagree with how you explain perspective. I like how we explain perspective. Like train tracks appear to converge. Like, what is wrong with that? That's the thing. Like, they're so vague in their disagreements. Like they'll disagree with what I'm saying, but they won't pinpoint in the argument specifically what is wrong, It's always this vague, you don't
Pre-assumptions.
under, you don't understand. Yeah, that's just to be just because you don't understand it. It's like what don't I understand? Like specifically, give me something. I don't know. It's like if I took these people on the job site, like building houses, and the house is not standing up straight or something, and I'm like, oh mate, like, oh, where should we fix this? Like, should we fix it in that corner or that corner? And they'll just be like, oh, the house is not standing up straight, or like, you know where I'm going with this. Like, they wouldn't pinpoint the problem. It just like this vague explanation on how to stand the house up straight. Sorry, no, I'm just rambling now. Should we hear the trailer?
I feel you too, man. It's like always the whole psychology behind everything is so deeply interesting.
It's crazy. All right, the Antarctic trailer is about to begin.
There's a trailer?
Yeah, new Antarctic trailer, coming in cinemas soon.
Oh.
Brace yourself.
Push this button over here. In the vast expanse of Antarctica, where the sun defies day and night, a unique phenomenon unfolds. The final experiment, is a way to settle the shape of the Earth once and for all. Duffy says it will determine the shape, and whatever Duffy says, we must bow down to. Both flat and globe sides agree this will determine the shape of the Earth, except all of us flatties saying it doesn't prove the shape of the Earth, but who cares about that? This is an extreme, kick-ass adventure with snow and ice, hiking in minus 30-degree temps, frostbite dangers, snow avalanches, blizzards, crevasses, and assassin penguins, all to bring you a glimpse of the 24-hour sun. The Globers have their predictions, their cameras, the equipment, the technology. The Flurfers have their seats, their eyes, and a hot cup of American black coffee, no sugar. This scientific experiment to finally put a nail in the coffin and shut all these fluffers up, the Globe team will make predictions to match their observations and declare victory with a 24-hour sun.
That's lit, man.
That was epic, man. Hats off.
Low-key, the best thing I've heard for in a long time.
In cinemas soon.
You just pulled that one up out of the blue.
That needs to be on the start of every Antarctica video right now.
You know, just in case they forget, right?
Duffy says it will prove the shape of the Earth, and we must bow down to what he says. Hilarious, dude.
Yeah, man, 10 out of 10, bro.
It is funny because it's so kind of like such a kind of I don't know what the right word is, like bold or extravagant thing to say. Like, my opinion on this observation will shut down your debate. It's like, really, dude? Like, you're shutting down a conversation that other people want to have? It's like if I came in like, my thing is going to shut down you debating it. It's like, really, dude? I think we can still debate what we want. I don't think you're shutting down anything. Your opinion on something is not shutting anything down.
You know what? He had me at the penguins, man.
The assassin penguins.
Yeah, there we go. I mentioned something about that in the chat. You know, someone was making a joke about the penguins actually starting Tartaria and all that stuff. And they actually have like built-in like AK-47s underneath their little wings or whatever. Just ready to pull out at any second.
Got laser beams attached to them.
Yeah, right. Oh man, that epic intro made my morning, bro.
Yes, bro.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm pumped up too now.
It's just funny though, like hearing Globus say that, like they think the penguins are guarding Antarctica. So like, like what the fuck you on about, man?
Secret animal agents. Like crows, like being actual like small robots like recording you, following you wherever you go, having built-in cameras, stuff like that. Just waiting on the edge of the earth.
There is a lot of average people, though, who think we can't go to Antarctica because we're trying to protect the penguins. Just saying.
Yeah, I kind of brought that up to my feminist friend, who kind of, you know, understands how like the capitalist part of society have kind of made us, you know, trick us into buying things and, you know, being consumers for them or whatever. And then whenever I brought it, you know, Antarctica up or wherever, they're like, she's like, oh, it's totally because to protect the penguins. I'm like, what?
Yeah, you thought I was joking. Yeah, a lot of people think that.
It is interesting that the Antarctic Treaty, what is the only treaty that has been upheld for like since it they released it or something, like what, 50, 60 years now or something.
And don't forget
Like,
the nuclear treaties. If you believe they could be a hoax, that's also a long-standing treaty, right?
uh,
What's your thoughts on nuclear bombs? Do you think they're part of the conspiracy, or do you think they're genuine?
it's hard to tell, I guess. Like, how would you, all we got is the footage they show
Japan.
us.
Yeah. We've just got Japan, haven't we?
Japan. Um, like I've
And
heard
Hiroshima.
counter arguments of, yeah, like it was just like a megaton dynamite kind of thing. But um,
Yeah, I'm sort of leaning towards something similar to that as well.
yeah, it's
I
just
used to
it's
think
just
it'd be
hard.
ridiculous to think that nukes didn't exist, but then knowing that fear is the name of the game, I'm now more open to it.
Yeah,
Journey
yeah.
of like those